Welcome back to Wrestle Scope, where we bring you the uncensored truth about what's really happening in WWE. And folks, what I'm about to show you tonight is going to make your blood boil. I'm talking about Jade Cargill, again. And before you click away, let me ask you something. How many times are we going to sit here and watch WWE book the same wrestler to demolish fan favorites without any consequences? How many times? Because what happened on Smackdown this week wasn't just a match, it was a character assassination. And the worst part, the WWE Universe is being gaslit into thinking this is good booking. Hello viewers, if you're new here, please don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button for daily updates on WWE Raw. Drop a comment right now and tell me if you're sick and tired of this pattern, because I know I'm not the only one seeing this. Hit that like button if you want your voice heard, and stick around because this is about to get intense. The setup. Let's set the scene, folks. Smackdown this week, and we've got B-Fab stepping into the ring against Jade Cargill. Now, for those keeping score at home, B-Fab has been working her tail off on the independent circuit, paid her dues, grinded through the developmental system, and finally gets her moment on Smackdown. And what does WWE Creative decide to do? They feed her to Jade Cargill like she's a sacrificial lamb at the altar of pushing the monster heel. But here's where it gets really problematic, and I want you to pay close attention because this is where my frustration reaches a breaking point. This wasn't just a competitive match that Jade won cleanly. Oh no. This was a squash match. We're talking 2 minutes, maybe 3 if you're being generous. B-Fab gets maybe 1 offensive move in, and then it's Jaded City. 1, 2, 3, game over, thank you for playing. And you know what? I could almost accept that. Almost. Because in wrestling, squash matches have their place, right? You build monsters by having them destroy people. I get it. It's Wrestling 101. But then we get to the part that has the entire WWE Universe divided right down the middle. The incident. After the match ends, after the bell rings, after the referee raises Jade's hand in victory, you'd think it's over, right? B-Fab did her job, took the loss, time to move on to the next segment. Wrong. Jade Cargill isn't done. She's standing in the ring, posing, flexing, doing her whole that bitch routine, and the camera cuts to Michin at ringside. Now, Michin has been on fire lately, connecting with the crowd, showing real personality, becoming a genuine fan favorite, and she's watching this whole thing unfold. And here's where it gets spicy, folks. Michin, being the professional and supportive teammate that she is, helps B-Fab get back to her feet. She's checking on her, making sure she's okay, doing what any decent human being would do after watching their friend get demolished. The camera zooms in on Michin's face, and you can see it. You can see the frustration, the anger, the "I've had enough of this" expression that's written all over her face. She's staring daggers at Jade Cargill, and the crowd is eating it up. They're chanting, they're buzzing, they're ready to see Michin step up and confront this bully. And Jade sees this. She sees Michin looking at her, and instead of just taking her win and leaving like a professional, she beckons Michin into the ring. That's right. Jade is standing there with this smirk on her face, waving Michin forward like, come on, you want some too? The ultimate disrespect, the ultimate humiliation, and the crowd is going nuclear. Now, put yourself in Michin's shoes for a second. You've been working hard, building momentum, getting over with the fans, and now you're watching this person who came from another company get pushed to the moon while your friends are being treated like jobbers. What do? The confrontation. Michin makes the decision. She's had enough. She slides into the ring and the place erupts. Finally, someone's going to stand up to Jade Cargill. Finally, we're going to see some fire, some passion, some real emotion in this storyline. The two women are face to face now. Michin is talking, pointing her finger at Jade, and you can tell she's letting her have it. She's saying all the things we've been thinking at home. You don't run this division. You haven't earned anything. Whatever she's saying, it's resonating with that live crowd. And then it happens. Jade Cargill just laughs. She throws her head back and laughs in Michin's face. The disrespect is off the charts. She's not taking Michin seriously at all. She's treating her like she's nothing, like she's not even worth her time. But it doesn't stop there, folks. Oh no, it gets worse. Jade shoves Michin. Not a super aggressive shove, but enough to send a message, I'm not scared of you. You're beneath me. And Michin, to her credit, shoves her right back. The crowd is going absolutely insane at this point. They want to see these two tear each other apart. Security hits the ring. Referees hit the ring. They're trying to separate these two women before this turns into an all-out brawl. But the damage is done. The line has been crossed. And here's where WWE's booking makes me want to pull my hair out. As Michin is being held back by referees, Jade breaks free from security, runs at Michin, and hits her with another Jaded. Out of nowhere. Michin didn't see it coming, the referees didn't see it coming, and now Michin is laid out in the middle of the ring just like B-Fab was minutes ago. Jade Cargill stands tall over both women. Two fan favorites, two hardworking talents, both destroyed in the span of 10 minutes. And Jade's music hits, she poses on the ramp, and we fade to commercial. The problem. Now, let me be crystal clear about something before the Jade Cargill defense squad comes for me in the comments. This is not about Jade as a performer. Jade is talented. Jade is athletic. Jade has the look. Jade has star potential. I'm not denying any of that. What I am saying is that the way WWE is booking her is absolutely, categorically, undeniably burying the women's division. Let me break this down for you, because I know some of you are already typing "you're just a hater" in the comments. Save it. Hear me out first. When you have one wrestler consistently destroying everyone in her path with no consequences, no setbacks, no challenges whatsoever, you're not building a monster. You're building resentment. You're building fan fatigue. You're making everyone else on the roster look like absolute geeks. B-Fab didn't just lose, she got squashed. And you know what message that sends to the casual viewer who doesn't follow wrestling religiously? It says B-Fab isn't on Jade's level. She's not even close to Jade's level. She's fodder. She's a nobody. Is that fair to B-Fab? Is that fair to the work she's put in? Is that fair to her future in the company? And Michin, a wrestler who's been with WWE for years, who's connected with the audience, who's shown personality and charisma and in-ring ability, she gets laid out like a chump because she dared to stand up for her friend? This is the exact same booking pattern we've seen destroy women's divisions before. Remember when Nia Jax went on her dominant run and everyone got sick of it? Remember when Ronda Rousey came in and made everyone look weak? We've seen this before. And the most frustrating part? I know WWE knows better. They've shown us they know how to book strong wrestlers without burying everyone else. Look at Rhea Ripley's rise. Look at Bianca Belair's ascent. Those were done right because they had competition, they had rivals who pushed them, they had losses that made their eventual victories mean something. But with Jade, it's just destruction after destruction after destruction. No storytelling, no depth, no nuance. Just Jade strong, Jade win, Jade pose. The deeper issue. And here's where we need to have a real conversation that I know is going to make some people uncomfortable, but I don't care because this needs to be said. WWE has a pattern of bringing in wrestlers from other companies and immediately pushing them to the moon while homegrown talent gets left in the dust. We've seen it time and time again, and it creates this culture of, why should I work hard in NXT if someone from AEW or TNA or Japan is just going to come in and get pushed over me? Now, before you jump down my throat, I'm not saying wrestlers from other companies don't deserve opportunities. They absolutely do. Cross-pollination is great for wrestling. It creates fresh matchups and new storylines. But there has to be balance. There has to be a reason for the push beyond just she was a star somewhere else. What story are we telling with Jade Cargill right now? Seriously, what is the story? She's strong? Okay, we got that. She's dominant? Yeah, loud and clear. But where is this going? What's the end game? Who's the babyface that's going to rise up and finally defeat her? And more importantly, when that moment comes, are we even going to care anymore? Or are we going to be so exhausted by months of squash matches that we've tuned out? This is what I mean about WWE gaslighting the audience. They're presenting this as exciting and must-see TV when what we're actually watching is the systematic burial of multiple wrestlers so that one person looks good. And the worst part, they're doing this on Smackdown, the show that's supposed to be the more wrestling-focused, storytelling-driven brand.
Let me paint you a picture of what good booking would look like in this scenario. Jade Cargill beats BFAB, but it's competition. BFAB gets some offense in, makes Jade work for it, and maybe even comes close to winning before Jade pulls out the victory. This makes Jade look strong because she had to overcome adversity, and it makes BFAB look credible because she hung with a top star. Then, Michin comes out, confronts Jade, and instead of immediately getting laid out, she challenges Jade to a match next week. This gives both women something to build towards. It gives the audience a reason to tune in, and it creates stakes. And when they finally have that match, it's a back-and-forth war where Michin pushes Jade to her absolute limit. Maybe Jade wins, maybe Michin wins, but either way, both wrestlers come out looking stronger. That's how you build stars. That's how you create memorable moments. That's how you keep an audience invested. The ripple effects. But let's talk about the ripple effects of this booking, because